Y'all know what time it is. I'm Uncle Tay,
I'm your boy Champagne Aramis.
and we taking shots at the bar.
Yee.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Whew. All right. So you can go ahead and just introduce yourself to the people.
Shit, you know, 94.7 Wavy Baby, repping the 909 IE. Shit, nigga been doing this music for about 3 years, pushing. Shout out to PradaTV, shout out to Uncle Tay, Shotz At The Bar. You know, got a nigga in motion right now, keeping it going. So, you know, let's get it.
Appreciate you. So 3 years is crazy for where you at right now. So just talk about the journey. What got you into it?
I would say, you know, some of my peers, you know, seeing some of my peers that's doing it, they kind of got some motion, but not getting the light.
Right.
So, like, you know, not saying it's dark over here in the IE or nothing, but, like, not enough light because we got, like, cities, like, overshadowing us. We got, like, LA, even San Diego, the Bay Area. That's all part of California. So, the IE getting some light is like, you know, let me try to help push some of that. Like,
Okay.
just being a part of that community, for sure.
So where do you see yourself, like, from when you started to where you at right now? Like, do you see people that you looked up to that you passed up, or where are you at right now?
I would say I wouldn't have passed them, but a nigga is going though. Type shit, nigga on some shit. I'm keeping the motion forward. You know, like I seen jumping in it. I seen people like 30, 40 yards ahead of me, and it's like,
Yeah.
let me at least move down the field a little bit. Now I'm like 15, 20, 30 yards, and it's like, okay, I'm getting closer to them. So like, either they gonna be progressing and moving forward, or they gonna be stuck where the fuck they at.
Right.
And it's like, I don't plan on being stuck where I'm at. So like, that's just anything in life. Like, as a man, I feel like growing every day. Like, even if it's just learning something new. So trying to keep the pace of, like, you know, getting to where I want to be with the music is like, I see people that's right there been doing it, but
Right.
you know, it ain't nothing to try to pass them, or, you know, that's not my goal though. My goal is to get to where I want to be. So passing
Ain't
it,
it a competition at the end of the day?
it could be a friendly competition.
It's a friendly.
You know?
It ain't got to be spiteful. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I'm
nah.
trying
If
to shit on
anybody got some envy towards me, you know, fuck you for real. Like, you know, you better speak up. But I'd rather you just hate me and you, like, you know, or don't listen to it. You don't fuck with it. But, like, don't be telling me, oh, this shit hard, and then I make it and it's like, yeah, nah, fuck that nigga. He didn't give me nothing, or he didn't do nothing for me. Like, I thought you was fucking with me type shit. So
Right.
the competition is lit though. It's fun. You know, I try to compete at my highest levels for sure.
I give you that. And not because you're in my face, because I'm gonna have an interview one day when I gotta tell bro that he's not that. Right? You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but in all honesty, I done told multiple people, like, bro could really rap. Like, you for sure could flow.
Yeah, definitely
And if you've
appreciate
only
that.
been doing it for 3 years, you can only get better. You
That's
know
what I
I'm
said.
saying?
That's
So-
what I would say. I would think so. I would definitely think that.
All right, man. So, where your name come from? Champagne Aramis.
My middle name is Aramis. So Christopher Aramis Foster is my full name. You know me trying to Google me, check my bills and shit. You know, but Champagne Aramis, you know, that came from just like, I couldn't use the name Aramis. There's a guy in Spain who's an artist. He's a rap artist,
Oh,
and he goes by just Aramis, and it's like, why even try to deal with the legal anything of that? Like, let him run with that. Like, you know, I'm gonna just add a little spice to my shit, a little seasoning, that type shit. You know,
Right.
champagne. It dives into just smoothness, being fly. You know, a little upper echelon type shit. You know.
it definitely go with what you got going on. So it definitely makes sense.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
I didn't know that was your middle name though.
Yeah, Aramis.
All right, man. So your style definitely different. It's got that smooth. I hate to put a comparison on you, but like I get like a old school, like a. This gonna sound crazy, but I get like a Diddy vibe sometimes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And just I don't know who your influences are, but you want to talk about? Do you have any?
I got some influences. Yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody that does music heard something and was like, oh,
Right.
not I want to do that, but I want to kind of
Right.
see what I can do and kind of be inspired by something like that. So I would say Nip,
Okay.
PradaG, Giovanni,
Okay.
Cole, Delivery, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar being from the West, storytelling, Currency, just like vibe and being like,
I
you
could
know, to
definitely see
myself,
Courtesy for sure.
being to myself and like, you know, not stretching to be somebody I ain't. Like, you know, obviously I'm cool, I'm laid back. You meet me, you like, oh, that nigga cooler than what the fuck.
Right.
His music serious and he on some fly shit, but you meet
Right.
that nigga, he got you smiling and laughing and shit. So I would say something like that though, along those lines, like Nip, Currency, Payroll, Kendrick, Cole. Yeah, DJ Quick for Shit Show. That's one of my favorites.
Okay. Yeah, Quick, one of my favorites. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah.
that's how I learned how to rap. You know what I'm saying?
for real?
Like really listening. I studied, bro. Like I really.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I learned how to rap. Like Safe and Sound, my favorite song.
That shit is tough.
Yeah.
That's definitely a banger. Like we was little
We
young
was
niggas.
kids, you know what I'm saying?
Young niggas bumping that shit. Like the fuck going on right now?
And I followed all the way to like Fandango.
Mhm.
You know, and then yeah, Quick is one of
Yeah,
them.
moms was singing Quick like a motherfucker growing up. I used to be like, you know this lady? Like, even Sweet Black Pussy, like she
No,
know that
for
and
real.
shit. Like,
That's the one though.
that was
Too.
my shit growing up. Like, just
That
that.
I don't want to party with you.
I don't want to party. Hell no. You need to put some lotion on.
We can do that all day.
You do that all day. That whole balancing option tape. I still bump that like faithfully to this day. Like, that's probably one of those albums. That and Rhythmalism is like something that
Yeah.
you ask me what I need or what album would I take with me. It's gonna be either Balancing Options or Rhythmalism or something along those lines where a nigga real descriptive with his flow and like you see the progression. Like,
Let's talk about your. Give me your top 3 albums.
top 3 albums?
You can take 3 albums with you. You
Okay.
finna hop on
I'm on an island type shit.
You
I'm
on
on
an
an island.
You
Let me
got,
see.
for a week, you got 3 albums.
I'm gonna go Quick Rhythmalism.
Okay.
So I'm in the 90s with it on some rap shit.
Okay.
And I also gotta go R&B, so I'm gonna go R&B 90s shit. I'm gonna say, and that's tough because I didn't really listen to full albums of 90s. Like,
Yeah.
I just heard certain songs that like triggered a nigga. Like my sisters was into the R&B. Big bro was into like the hip hop, the heavy rap. My pops was into the R&B heavy too though. So
But he was back. He was
He
like
was-
the Isleys and all that.
Isley's and all that shit. So,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go Tina Marie. I'm gonna go one of Tina Marie albums. I'm gonna go Tina Marie Greatest Hits. Fuck it. Oh
You
God.
can't take the greatest hits.
I'm dead. Why not?
I don't know. I don't know if you can do that, bro. That's crazy. I don't know.
That's a CD though.
All right,
that's an actual
we'll
CD,
take that.
and I'm gonna show you the motherfucking CD.
That's cool. Okay. You got one more.
Oh shit. All right. Damn, you threw me off. Now let me see.
Take Death
all
Row
right.
Greatest Hits.
Nope. That's some funny shit. All right, Quick Rhythmalism. Tina Marie Greatest Hits. Stop fucking with me.
Okay.
I can't even go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. And that's a tough question. That's really a tough question. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't want to
It
just
really
give you
is.
no,
It
give you no
really
third
is.
one. It's like, nigga, what about this? Fuck it. 50 Cent. Get Rich or Die Trying, the first one. You know, just cause it stamped like a era in my life that was like,
For real.
nigga, you ain't gotta be nobody. You can pop if you nice. Like,
Right.
you can pop. And he just so happened to be in Dre mix with Eminem, and it was like the opportunity. It paved the way to be whatever the fuck he is now, you know?
Yeah,
Or where
50
he
a
is.
legend. Really on some rap shit though. Like he, you know what I'm saying? He got whole different endeavors and doing his thing now.
Yeah.
But on some rap shit, 50 is one of them.
Yeah,
Like,
he on tour right now for Get Rich or Die Trying. That album I'm talking about right now.
Right. So no, I definitely agree with you there.
Them 3 right there. That greatest hits gotta stay in there.
All right. Fly, your last single,
Yeah.
right? It's smooth. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like it just come. I like Fly shit, right? Just come on and just
Like the nice shit.
exactly. It just give you the whole. It give you a vibe. It give you a '90s vibe, right?
Okay.
But my favorite bars in the song is. I just want you to elaborate on them, right? So my favorite bars in the song was, streets out here switching your streets out here switching your niggas out for some candles. What does that mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
What does that mean to you?
the bar going into it is like play my role, which is on point with a handle.
Okay.
Decide you want to snake my vibe, you gonna get canceled type shit. So
Right.
that's where that stems from. Of like, you know, we all living like this world where some people think it's like a simulation and like things are supposed to happen and that's just what it is. But you know, I feel like God got the plan. You know, it's like he didn't put he giving everybody borrowed time,
Right.
mind you. So it's like utilize that, value that, respect those that respect you. Like, you know, if they don't respect you, then bump them niggas. Like,
Right.
the people that you fuck with, it's like when you lose them, it kind of hits you in the point where, like, you know, I didn't ask for that, or why, or like shit like that. You start asking questions, and it's like
Sure,
you really don't even know why, and it's not even for you to even sit there and question. It's like, you know, it's part of God's plan, it's part of your journey, it's part of everyone's journey. And it's like, I would say, just losing people close to you kind of, it like hits points in your life to where it's like you bring them up because you think about them so much. You think about those people, and it's like, I was speaking more of a general aspect of, like, you know, growing up in the urban neighborhoods and just like losing friends,
Right.
family, peers, anybody in the world, possibly due to like some street shit or possibly due to like some shit that you didn't expect. And then it's like, that's what I get for that. I get candles, and I gotta go to the Dollar Tree and piece up on like a 30 pack of candles and let off balloons to my family, or let off, pull shots up, pull champagne out, all that shit. And it's like, that's crazy that I get traded that for what I'm doing or what I'm trying to progress in. Hopefully they was trying to progress in life too. I'm pretty sure they were. It's like, you know, you never get to know until, like, shit, you really don't even ever get to know. Like, they gone, and it's like, damn, what the fuck? Like them niggas could have been a better artist than me, could have been a better cook than me, been a better husband than me, better brother, anything. And it's like, you know, that was cut short.
And then you got really nothing left but just a whole bunch of like open conversation. You start thinking it back and you was talking to bro. It's just a whole lot of questions you just wanted answered. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
That's where that come from. You said elaborate on it, so you know.
No, for real.
That's
Because
really
that bar stuck out the most to me.
Yeah, okay.
Way before I even was thinking about the interview, I was listening to the song, and I paused it and I was talking to somebody. I was talking to PradaG, and I'm like, nigga, take that back with it. You feel me? Because that one stuck out to me. That's really real though. That really happened. I can't even hold you. All right, man. Skipping forward. Hold on. Let me pull up, man.
Get it right. So let's get it right. Get a little whiskey, you know? That shit warm as a bitch.
I'm a bartender, man. I really make all kind of different drinks.
You got some mixologist shit for
Hell
real?
no, nigga.
Oh my god, a license in his pocket.
Hell no.
Really my dog, man. I really appreciate the homies.
Oh man, this shit it's genuine. This is 20 years, like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. Genuine as hell. Whew. Nigga, what?
So you got me taking shots of
Good whiskey.
good whiskey. I'm gonna feel this shit. Performances. Nigga, you go crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. For 3 years,
Yeah.
I don't even want to say 100. I don't know. But from just on your social media, which definitely want to shout your social media.
Aramis, baby. ARAMISBABY. Tap in with your boy.
It's crazy how many performances you got, right?
Yeah.
And you got live band performances. You be like 2 in a day. Like, you really out here grinding.
Yeah,
Grinding.
for sure.
How many performances you got under your belt? And tell me like what's your preparation going into them?
Okay, I'm gonna say the past 12, 13 months, I'm going on Saturday, September 2nd, we up in California. Tap in with your boy.
Definitely
Tickets
tap
is
in.
in the mix.
Tap in.
Saturday will be like show number 61 and 62 in the past like 12 months.
That's crazy.
And like, and it's a journey for sure though. Like, I'm kind of prepping myself for like, you never know. Snoop may come up and be like, hey, "What's up, little Neff nigga? You wanna open up for me for 30 days?" Like, and you gotta be prepared for some shit like that. So breathing exercises, I go into it with like, you know, a lot of breathing exercises. I don't meditate before every show, but I try to kind of, you know, consume, you know, enough oxygen by just doing breathing exercises. I sip a little tea. That dehydrates me a little bit, but I sip teas, do breathing exercises. I try not to smoke or drink right before my shows. Like, you know, that shit could wait. I know what it feels like to be drunk and high, so you know, why sit there and try to, you know,
real discipline.
Why give them that? Like, you know, they didn't come to ask to see no fucking drunk champagne or miss. Like, get your drunk ass out of here, nigga. Boo! Like, I don't be trying to experience that feedback. So it's like, let me give it my all as an artist, as an artist first, and then it's like, you know, as a man and then an artist first, a second. But then it's like, I'm displaying like my talents and what was given to me by God, pretty much. Why cut them short by having a song playing in the back?
Right.
And then performing it, because I've done that as well, and it's like, nigga, that's you trying to keep up with the tracks.
Every time
that
you perform,
whack.
you perform it to the instrumental.
To the instrumental, yeah, straight up, like straight facts. Like I don't even be playing with it. I can't play with it because it's like, not that I'm not me, not that I am or anybody else is cutting their people short, their supporters or their fans short, but it's like, let them experience you like they really here too. Like, you know, you can really be like, yo, what's up, OC? What's up, Rialto, San Bernardino? How y'all doing tonight? Like, and then give them what was on the song, so they feel like they part of the whole experience. Like, oh, I remember when I seen Champagne for the first time. Like, it brings a lot of like conversation to it, or just attention. It's an attention grabber too. Like, I noticed that. I noticed like the crowd would be like,
they looking for the
who's speaking on the mic?
Right, they looking for the words. Like, so okay. That's another way to bring the attention directly to the stage.
Yeah,
like directly to you.
Shit show. They be right there. Like, I've even had like girls come up to me like mingling with them before the show, like before my set, and like just chilling, giving them a vibe that's like, oh, he cool, he chill. Like, and then it's like, come to the stage, Champagne Aramis, and they see me walking, like, what the fuck? Like,
oh, right.
Like, I didn't, and then get off the stage and like, boy, like, that was impressive. Like, you did your shit. Like, so that it comes with like a bunch.
Your personality, like off stage, you be chilling. It's some champagne shit.
Straight up.
And then you hop on the stage and really do you for real. So I know, like, I was talking to Tank, right? Shout out to Tank.
That's my nigga Tank.
You feel me? And he was like, he went to go watch you perform.
Yeah.
And he was just saying like, he didn't know how you was gonna be because we've been knowing you for a minute now. So he think you gonna be like kind of like laid back, reserved. He like, bro, that nigga really did.
Like, yeah, I know niggas been putting in some work though, for sure.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me though. So.
Nah, for sure. I'm glad he came out to that one. That was a good ass event. That was Epic Event Center. It's Tuesdays event, Talent Tuesdays. And you know, they had me come rehearse the Monday night before.
Oh, for real?
And you know, rehearse with the band. Cause like they more so do R&B and like neo soul, kind of just relaxing, OG kind of vibes. Like, you know, not that niggas rapping it in.
Right.
You got niggas staring at niggas.
Right.
Like, bro, what you looking at? All these pretty women in here, is wine over there, champagne, all kind of shit. So that was that kind of crowd. And it's like Tank was looking at me like, yeah, you kind of doing something that like a lot of artists wouldn't even try. Like, like they wouldn't even be in no mix like this. They want to be in the hoods and like with they homies and on stage with 50, 40 niggas. Like, you know, I was up there by myself in the band. Like, you know, I was grateful for the band too. Like, you know, shout out to them. They definitely had me rocking.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
That shit definitely a vibe, for real, for real.
So you touched on it. So I gotta ask you a question. Gotta ask the question. Has like a performance or just shows or anything like that never got tricky for you? Or like how you been?
Hell yeah. I didn't have some tricky situations. I didn't been first with all the trial and error, and it's like, all right, then the artist after that, nigga, we gonna adjust some shit, make sure it's better. Like, I done been at a show where like the DJ set and like the mic receptor for like the Bluetooth was way on the other side of the room, so like when I'm rapping, it's kind of
going in.
And that look,
never they do you like that.
On me, they did me like that.
They didn't let you run it back.
My partner did let me run one back. He let me run that last song back. My nigga let me run that last song back though, but it was like, this was a time when I was rapping over the vocals. So I had the vocals on two of the first two tracks, and it was like still, but I was gonna, you know, give it my all anyway. Like, you know, turn my shit low. Like, I'm gonna give it my all. But it was still like, okay, the song playing, you can hear the audio of the track, and then my last song was like, yo, this is the first time I'm about to try some shit. And I tried this song called Toxic. It's on SoundCloud right now, actually. It's on my Chaperone EP. Song called Toxic, and fucking, I did that, just the bars, like, nigga, straight on the verse, like, and it was like in and out. And then the homie like, hey, nah, this nigga hard. I mean, the homie hard. Like, get him that back, run that back. So I did it twice. But he like, stand over here. Now I'm like in the crowd. Like, I'm in the crowd, but I'm like by the DJ booth and shit. And it's like, it sound crispy. And it was like, I was on some guinea pig shit. Like, nigga, the first one to go. Like, but I was like willing to go first. Like,
right.
Nobody was trying to get the show started.
Look, if hold on. Because if stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready, is a person as you. Because listen, remember when we did the show at Bulldog Bar?
Yeah.
Right? So check it out. I invited brothers to come out and come fuck with me.
Oh, me.
And you wasn't supposed to be performing. You feel me? But wasn't nothing rocking yet. Type deal. We chopped it up. I was like, shit, you want to go? And you was like, yeah, I got the hard drive in the car. Let's go.
Man, that shit's in my pocket, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. I don't know if that was the mindset or what it was, but I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, you did that too. You did that on me.
That shit was fun too on my mom. I was over at the Bulldog in Fontana, California. Make sure you gotta go check that out.
Man.
That was a good vibe. I appreciate you too for that on everything.
It was a vibe.
That nigga said, hey, yo, Champagne, do another one.
do another one on me.
Funny.
Yeah, man, that was for sure a vibe.
Oh God.
Let's talk about transitioning a little bit. Let's talk about you growing up with your background, right? And your background being like a Damu background. Not saying that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's not what he do. You know what I'm saying? And then being around, like growing up around people that's from the other side.
Opposite side.
Like, how did that work for you growing up?
I mean, it was more
Was it conflicting at all?
Nah, it wasn't conflicting at all. Not even a little bit. Like, cause I knew who I was, like, growing up.
Right.
Like, off the dribble.
Right.
The dribble, I knew who I was. Like my nigga Carl, I met Carl in 5th grade. Like,
Right.
and I got to Rialto in 6th grade. So I already knew Carl. So it was like, type shit, Shout out to my nigga CJ.
Right.
Pretty much we be in the mix. Being, like, just who I am and, like, attracting like different energies around me, red, blue, essays,
whatever,
jocks, pretty women, fat girls, all that shit. Like niggas just being the mix of people. Like
it's pretty fat girls out there.
Shout out to the pretty fat girls for sure. But like just like the different crowds of people that's like that they wouldn't expect me to be in, and it's like I gotta be myself in all of them groups. Like soon as I'm flawed in one of them groups, somebody will be like, that nigga not even like that. And then it's like, I had to avoid a lot of that. And I grew up in like a 2-parent household type shit, so I learned right and wrong off the dribble quick. Shout out to my niggas who didn't have that, but I was fortunate to have pops and moms in the crib, and it was like, it molded me to be who I wanted to be even more. Like, cater myself with manners and respect. Don't be out here just disrespecting nobody, It was more so like my niggas like, yo, man, fuck that nigga over there. Like, man, fuck that nigga.
Right.
And it was like, that made me have the mindset of like, yo, rock with your boys or rock with your niggas. Regardless of where they from or, like, it didn't matter if they was red or blue, but I knew who I wanted to be and how I wanted to maneuver the world. Like, it's still kind of like a lot of that going on to where you can get conflicted in it, but as long as you stay true to yourself, that shit ain't even in the mix no more. Like,
so touching on growing up in a 2-parent household, right? For the most part, I understand certain situations is different, but for the most part, most of us grew up with a mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about the difference of growing up with a father in the household. Cause I see that you shout your pops out.
Yeah.
And
Fly. Yeah.
In a couple different songs.
A couple tracks actually.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, how was that? Like having your dad?
It was solid. It was like, it was like a figure in my life that was like, it made you understand like the male perspective as an adult, as a black male at that too. Like,
right.
Obviously, we got a certain stigma at us, like, we ain't on time, we don't get shit done, we lazy or whatever. Like, my pops was never lazy. Pops was never lazy. Like, my whole life, this nigga worked.
Right.
Until he couldn't work no more. But, age comes with things, or just like, but the mindset of getting up and handling your business and being an organized person was like, that shit came from my dad. Like, this nigga got sticky notes on computers and shit all over the place.
Right.
He like, bro, like, you really don't remember that? Like, he's just trying to be on time and, like, trying to be structured. He don't pay bills late. He's like a man of his word, you know. If he say he gonna pull up, he gonna pull up, you know. So I kind of got that from my dad. And then my mom, she gave me that hard work ethic, that nurturing kind of, like, aspect of my life of, like, you know, everybody ain't wicked in this world. Like, you know, smile. Like, you know, you can laugh with people. You can kick jokes with people. You ain't got to be all, like, standoffish. My sister, she's standoffish. not my oldest sister, but the one, like, that's next to Barry. Mm-hmm. So I got 2 sisters and 1 brother. So the sister that's next to me, she's more, like, standoffish and conservative.
So you're like, you the youngest?
I'm the youngest, yeah. So I'm the youngest. It's my oldest sister, Ham, Barry, and then Ruchi. So, them their nicknames. But, fucking, they kind of just, you know, gave me, like, a structure in life where it's like, you know, you be yourself, little bro. Like, you know, if you ever need us for anything, and they know I don't like to come at them with things like, hey, yo, I need y'all for this and that, and that, this and that and that. And then when they do try to help, they feel like I don't want to help too much because I know how little bro is. Like, not that he gonna get mad, but he might be like, nah, I got it, it's cool. Like, and I've always been like that, so, you know, I kind of got that from my parents, though, so just being independent. The age gap in me and my brother, like, 8 years apart, 7 years, me, my sister, 7 years apart, and then my brother, 8 years apart, so it's like.
Your brother played like even though you had your pops, he still played like a father.
He played a male role, male figure for sure, a good role model in my life to where, so, like, you know, being himself, you know, he chose, like, a route that was, like, you know, not for me.
Right.
But, you know, that was.
But he's still a solid dude. Shout out to Bird.
Shout out to Bird on my mom. He chose a route. He chose a route that was, you know, definitely, like, you know, a choice. It was a choice thing, you know, and he didn't let his little brother, like, fall into that. He let his little brother make his own choices. So that played a big role in my life. Like, as far as the 2 parents too, like, you know, the 2 parents helped. And then mom's moved to AZ, nigga, when I was like 16, so it was like, go stay with your dad in Adina. I'm like, nah. I was like, nah. She was like, go stay with your auntie in Ontario. All right, bet, I'm gonna go ask her.
Explain the difference from the Ontario and the Dino.
I mean, it was, for me, it was more so like, you know, the environment. Everybody got a kind of influence and confluence to kind of make you want to do certain things in your environment. And, like, when I got to, like, the Ontario environment, it was a little smoother. It's a little suburban-ish, you know. Little vibe, you know, everybody kind of got PlayStations and shit, nigga. We was outside thugging and shit out here. Like, I gotta ride a bike to your house to come hang with you. Like, they, like, in the same community neighborhood. And so it's like, you know, I just walk over there and jump on LimeWire or play the game, PS2 type shit. But out here was like, we had to be outside and learn and scrape our arms up.
Because we couldn't sit in the house.
Hell no, we was on city buses.
You had to go outside.
You had to go outside. Get out my house, actually.
For real, like, you had to go outside. Like, it wasn't a thing to be in the house playing the game. Like, go outside.
Like, for a second, I was even, like, coming from the burbs back to Rialto to come hang with niggas for a little bit, you know, just to be in a familiar setting. And then it's like, is this productive or is this, like, just what I want? Like, you know. Your wants and needs are 2 different things. Like, you know, my mom wanted me to be myself and be comfortable where I am. And I'd be like, auntie, can I go back to my friend's house in Rialto? She like, you finna go all the way to Rialto from Ontario? Like, I know how to ride the bus. I'm good. Like, and I got bus money. I'm solid. So that was like a pivotal point in my life to where it made it difficult to be around my friends that I wanted to be around. And it's like the adaptation of shit. Like, you know, I have to stay myself, stay safe for my mom and my dad who lived in Highland, and like just like vivid memories of getting on the bus, nigga, like catching 4 buses from Ontario all the way to San Bernardino, like, but it'd be like, yo, I'm doing this just to be around my dad. Like, he don't realize this maybe, but he probably really do. Like this nigga getting on buses to come to his dad. I was like, he don't want to live here though. Like, hell no, nigga. It was helicopters every night, like type shit. But other than that, you know, it was a solid environment within the home of my pops.
It just wasn't the environment that
around. Like, you know, it wasn't something I was used to.
But inside the house was he gave you everything
a nigga needed. Nigga, computer right there, and I was like real computer savvy, so I'm like jumping on LimeWire, downloading comedy and fucking rap. Like,
Right.
I'm downloading Robin Harris comedy and shit. Like, nigga, Bebe's kids, like, that shit used to be different, like, back in the time.
Shout out to black fathers, man. As y'all can see, they important.
Hell
You know
yeah,
what
my
I'm
mama
saying?
is. You
Put
know?
some- put some
If you a
respect
black dad, you
on our
better
name.
be waking that kid up.
How many kids you got?
I ain't got no kids right now. I ain't got no kids
Hey.
right now, but
Come on, man. I got I know you got a couple left in you, man. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have them, though. I'm gonna have them.
do your thing. I'm chilling.
Oh,
I got from rambling, you know. I just, I got a lot
you
to
good.
say.
You
Nigga definitely got a lot to say.
Definitely not
type
rambling
shit.
shit. You know, you letting the people know you.
Man, they gotta know. They gotta figure this shit out at least, you know. If
That's
not,
what-
pop
that's what
out to
we
the
here
shows.
for.
You gonna see me. You gonna see it, boy.
EBE the family. With that, what's EBE?
EBE stands for Everybody Eats.
Everybody eats.
The family comes on as the extension of, like, if you blood don't make you family.
Okay.
Like,
Elaborate on that.
blood don't make you family as far as, like, you ain't gotta be related to me to be considered like a brother to me, or considered a sister to me, or even a father figure, or like a, hey, what up, Unc? Like,
Right.
you know, like, it's just like a, family is really just like a word, like, and it has value to it, and it shouldn't be like tossed around loosely, like the word friend gets tossed around loosely.
Right.
I feel like, you know, family, it can be tossed around loosely, but Everybody Eats the Family has a meaning to it. It has like a extension of, it's like an internal extension.
Okay.
Like, everybody internally within my family, they're not all doing music or photography or videography or anything like that. Stage manager, booking nigga shows, none of that shit. They don't have that, like, insight yet. They don't know the blueprint to do that. So I kind of feel like I gotta build that, or, you know, me and my peers. Shout out to FB Active, shout out to Braids, This is Slap. That's my
Yeah.
producer. They definitely have the outlet to, you know, make sure that what we got going is forward and through. And if you can't play the role to be forward and through, you just want to be in it to be in it, like, that's not EB the family. You could be an outside photographer that's real close to the family, and it's like, that helps. You could be a artist on your label,
Right.
and I rock with you enough to where it's like, damn, I look at bro like a bro. Like, not saying he's EBE the family,
Right,
but
but
saying he's an extension of playing his role
Right.
for EBE the family. And that's all it be. Like, you know, it's never stepping on toes or, oh yeah, we all come together. Like, nah. Just, if you got a role within this family, play it. Like, and that's simple as that. Like,
That's it.
simple as that. Like,
That's it.
and
Okay.
it could be another artist, it could be a manager, it could be somebody trying to book me for a show, want to do an interview for me, article, whatever. Like, you know, I'll look at you as an extension to EB the family. But if you, like, decide you want to do something to benefit just yourself, then maybe you're not family. You're not loyal to the whole cause. Like,
I respect that. I definitely respect that. The first time I heard of EBE the family was, actually, I've been knowing you forever, right? But EBE the family, when I first heard about that, it was through FB Active, right?
Mhm.
I was hearing his freestyles. I didn't even know that was I didn't know that was your people's. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing him freestyling on the Instagram, and he like, EBE the family.
yeah.
And then next thing I heard you saying it. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Yeah.
oh, they relate. You know, not related or whatever. Is that your folks, or is that y'all just?
Yeah, that's my family. That's
that is your
that's
family.
my blood family. Like, you know, we locked in through
Right.
grandma. Nigga, like, grandma had his mama and grandma had my mama. Like,
Oh, okay. That's
you
your
know,
first cousin.
That's my first cousin type shit. Like,
Okay, that's
we legit family. Like, he also pushed me into the music too. Like, you know, keep a nigga going. Like, took me to the studio for the first time, and it's like, oh, this is what's going on in the studio. And then, like you said, niggas hearing their voice back.
Right.
It's like, nah, that's cool. That's alright.
That's how it
It's
be.
like
That's how it really be.
growing and shit, growing with that, and it's like, you know, he helped me grow with that. So shout out to the family, shout out to FB, shout out to the whole camp. That's definitely like improving every day. We trying to progress every day. It's like, if you're not trying to progress around me in life, as a man, as a woman, as somebody else's wife or somebody else's husband or dad or mom, like, you know, you need to sit back and focus on what the fuck is going on, because this world and this time is short, for real, for real.
It is. It is. Tomorrow definitely ain't
That
promised.
shit is not promised.
Before we wrap it up, though, I want to take one more shot to Champagne.
Let's get it one time, man. Let's get it.
Definitely appreciate you. EB's the family. But before we take this shot though, if you could lead the people with, you gotta lead the people with something.
I'm finna gas in them minutes. I'm just like,
no, I ain't talking about no bars unless you want to.
No,
if you want to leave some bars, you know what I'm saying?
No,
and you would be the first rapper on this platform to leave them with some bars.
We on some fly shit though, definitely. Though. You know, we definitely on some fly shit. I appreciate my nigga Tay, man. Shout out to PradaTV. Shout out to Shotz At The Bar. You know, it's a vibe. I'm just, you know, enjoying myself tonight.
All right, man.
You know,
Shotz At The Bar.
I'm gonna leave y'all with, you know, forward and through. That's it. Just forward and
through.
through. Just make sure y'all. It's gonna be obstacles in any aspect in life. If you want to be a bartender, if you want to be a football player, a basketball player, a professor, a rapper, a painter, whatever, it's forward and through. You're gonna have any kind of obstacle in front of you, and you're gonna make a decision. You just have to make the fucking decision. Go forward, jump over that bitch, spin around it, juke it, dodge it, stiff arm that motherfucker. Just go through it. Just figure it out. But forward and through. That's
Forward
it.
and through.
Champagne, 94.7 wavy, baby.
Shotz
You
At
already
The
know,
Bar.
man.